G'day, I'm Adrian, and this is my place. G'day everyone, welcome back to the fish room. Well, today I've got a cool video for you. I'm actually going to move these fish here, which are my new fish, my Goodieds. I'm stoked to actually get them out of this container, and this one over here in particular has had my angels and some panda cory. Sorry mate, I'll put you down. I know you want to get down. This tank down here has my angels in it and my panda cories. So what I'm going to do is breaking up the footage of this particular tear down and rescape. I'm breaking into sections. I'm going to have part of it will be the video for the snails I'm going to do, the eradication of the trumpet snails, which are, well, they're not as obvious as what they are sometimes, but they are absolutely in there, and I've got a whole video coming up on that. The cory Dora breeding video is coming along well. So moving the pandas out of there is the next step, and I'm going to put them into a tub and try to do it in a way that you can do at home. So you don't have to replicate my fish room necessarily, and you can do it using my system and the way I do it in these tubs. So I think that hopefully will help some people out. Now, if you like, I guess the vision for this tank is to do a species-only tank for these guys. So they are endangered in the wild, critically endangered. They deserve their own tank, and I think they'll breed better. I used to have my past Goodieds in this exact tank. Well, I say exact tank, it was one of the 6, I don't know which one it was, but it was one of these 6 tanks that I've had, and I bred them the best in there. So particularly with no other species in there, and I'm going to try to make it, I've done a little bit of research on where they come from, which is it's hard to get any underwater footage or pictures of them in the wild. So what I've got, I'm going to try to replicate something similar, and then hopefully that will encourage them to breed, and I can get this whole colony going. And then, yeah, I can't wait to put them in tubs for next year. So go and get comfy, because I'm going to talk about fish.
Okay, so the plan is, this is a tuna by the way, the other Siamese Tonkinese. Say hello boy. Yeah, he's not so keen to be on camera, are you? Don't mind a pat though. Alright, so these guys are ready to move. I'd like to get them out of there today, and where they're going to go is into this tank over here, which you can see is pretty dirty because I've just caught the 2 angelfish that were in there, and they're now enjoying life in the 8-footer again. So this tank I'm going to use for a couple of videos. You'll see it, I'll edit it differently, so hopefully it won't be too monotonous or boring, but yeah mate, I know. Hello. This is the one that Ziggy does not get on with at all, and he doesn't get on with Ziggy, so yeah, this is Dr. Evil, I guess you could call him. So what I want to do is, you can see it's completely overrun with with trumpet snails. Now these guys are in all of my tanks, and I will show on the actual snail eradication video just how many I've got, and including these guys up here. So, and then in here, maybe you can't see that with the glare, but there's a heap on there, trust me. So today what I'm going to do, there's some panda cories living in here at the moment. They've been breeding in here quite happily, but since there's been this many snails, I've got no babies, surprise, surprise. So they're going to come out, and they're going to be part of the cory Dora breeding video that I'm shooting. And yes mate, I know. What I'm going to do is set this tank up today for this video, for which you'll see obviously at the end of it, for the Goodieds, and have them set up as a species only tank for them. And this is actually the tank, or one of them, it's one of the 6, all of the same. So it is the tank that I bred them in most successfully the first few years that I had them. So alright, I'm gonna go and get started, and I think I will time lapse. What is it? Show me. What is it? Show me. Ah, I see. Mr. Chino. See, in Australia we call that taking the piss. What's he doing up there? What's he doing there on your? What's he doing on your lookout? Goodness me. That's all right. How about we be friends for a little bit? Come on, we've got work to do. Come on, come with me. Okie doke. We have now drained the tank successfully, and I'm really surprised at how many corridoras. These are the pandas that I've got in here. I do think this is the best time to see what you've actually got, which is awesome.
So Zig's ball is under there. Somehow I've got to go under and get it. I'm going to have to open the door because Zig can't get past that pipe. Alright Zig, that's not your best angle. So Ziggy's just helping me with the duct tape. So yeah, thank you, boy. Yeah, thank you. And I was hoping you'd find the end for me, and you did. That's awesome. What a great help that was. Cheers. This is the tank the next day. Sorry, Black. Yes, I'll let you out in a second. So I did stick the roots back in overnight just to let them get a little bit of water and not kill the plants up top. They'll come back. The Sawassa tang, I'll be interested to see how that comes back actually, because it's pretty dry and crispy, so that's good. And I'm now about to scape this to put the Goodieds in. Yeah, that's right, Zig, that's the tank. How cool, huh? He loves Goodieds. Like there's nothing he likes more, I think, any other fish than Goodieds. What do you reckon? I got a little carried away with the scaping without turning the camera back on, but I got this really awesome bit of timber. So it goes right up the top and heaps of shape to it, some stuff at the back there, and then a bit of swim room under there and some Java moss that was already growing on it. Not sure what that moss is there. Hoping that the Goodieds will pick that off if it's something I don't like. But that's it, so I'm going to keep on scaping and I will hit the time lapse on this one. Okay, so this is how it looks at the moment. I'm just about to fill it up. You can see I've got the rock wall coming off like a bit of a bank there and blending into the sand. I might put something in the center here as far as the plant's concerned. That's a tunnel under there which can go right up through the back for them to swim around the parents. I think these hanging roots, I've trimmed them up. I think they will do what I want as far as protection for the young ones. They don't really hunt their babies. And then there's the moss, and of course there's a bit of a pocket over there I want to fill with some more gravel to blend it in, but that's how it looks at the minute. And it doesn't look great through the glass, so I've got to clean the outside of the glass, but I'm just about to start filling it up. Alright. I am very happy. I didn't do a whole heap extra to the scape, but I thought I'd show it to you now. just before I put the fish in, which I will show you too as well, of course. But what I thought I'd do, let me just grab my torch, is show you all the things I've done in the tank. So obviously put the sword in here. I've actually just jammed that, let's see if we can zoom in there. Jam that into the rocks, and you can see the timber. It's got some sort of little green moss growing on it. I'm hoping the Goodieds smash that, but it's also on the dark, so it probably won't grow. Got a lace, fern lace plant, lace. I call it water. I think it's wisteria, but anyway, I'll see if I can find that one as well. The log came with all this moss on it, so what I've done is that was completely full. I just pulled that off and then jammed it into other areas here. I've stuck this particular plant behind the rock there. You see the roots in there, it'll be fine. I've got 3, 4, 5 Amazon swords down here. I've tried to make it so that it's like a bank or a rock wall that's just, you can see the rocks are sort of piled and sloped down there, and then have come to this stop with this rock here. Putting plants on this side actually balances the tank. So, and then also, of course, there's the tunnel, which you'll see I've got up here, and you'll see the sponge filter in there. So obviously the flow comes down here and around the tank, and it goes around, and it will eventually sort of spiral in the way I've designed it to go through that sponge, and the sponge can come out at the top up there. I've got enough room to get the sponge filter right up. So you can see they can get behind the log here as well. They've got tons of hiding spots. And of course the tunnel goes from the bottom to the top behind the log. So that's how it turned out on top. I've just cleaned up all of the stuff there so that light doesn't go well with the camera. I've actually got some moss that I've planted on there as well, and the water pipe I've just stuck a little bit of bark around. It's not meant to hide it, just more disguise it from the perspective of up here when you're walking along and you look at the tank and go, oh, what's that? I'm hoping you don't spend too much time looking there, and more importantly, you'd come down here and see the fish. So speaking of, this is like the best part, so I'm going to go right now and catch these guys up, and we'll let them go.
You wait, boy. There's no way known I can ever sneak over to my neighbour's place. What do you want? Zeke, come here. What do you want? What's exciting? Wait. Wait, Zeke. Sit. Sit. Go on.
Now this is the bit I've been working all day for. So I have 63 Goodieds in here. That includes all the little bubbies, and they've had bubbies since I've had them in the other pond. So they're about to go in, and hopefully I can get a reasonable shot of them coming out. Would be nice. There you go. Is that for a walking jug of fish? Now I noticed that there was shrimp all through that tank or tub that I got them out as well. So that's interesting. I didn't think it was enough cover for shrimp to hide completely. So these guys are going to get some shrimp in here. And I think the rock pile's awesome for the shrimps as well. They've all disappeared, the big ones by the looks of it. Oh no, up the back maybe. So let me just have a look. A little bit shocked, I'm sure, but I'm sure they will come back in no time as well. Actually got myself a green pen, so I don't need to remember all the names of the fish, particularly for next visit. So that's my cheat sheet if you're watching, Nick. Okay, let's have a look at the tank when it clears up.
So it's only been about 5 minutes, but I thought I would show you how happy these guys seem in their tank. They're certainly enjoying the height that I've given them, I think. Alright. Just thought I'd show you the cockies are going wild today. The sheriff does not like them because they chew our passion fruits, don't they? Look at them up there even still. They're still up there, Zig. Get them. What are they doing? All right, Sheriff. Thank you. Job done.
Nothing extraordinary. But yeah. So if you know someone who wants there, did you put the spawning mop in there? That's what my friend suggested. The plastic plants. Try the mop because they get. I tried the mop, but they get messy. How big was the mop? Just normal mop. Because what my friend did is when she bring them, easy. They're trying to hang them on the side. And then let it be flared out, so like it's like on the floor. Yeah, no, so they're on the hanging one because they want to lay the egg similar to like where when there's water iris and stuff like that in the swamps. They'll lay the eggs in the iris, the floating roots. So get the mop, hang it on there, bundle it up a bit, and then have it splay out to there so that they can swim into it and then see they lay the eggs in there. Because the same as some of the rainbow fish, when you're breeding the rainbow fish. Some of them like the killifish like the gardener killifish, like the mop being down low. The rainbow fish like the mop being up high. If I try the low mop for the rainbow fish, no eggs. Okay. Same as the killifish, have the mop up high, no eggs. Okay, I tried that one.
No special that one. And they obviously don't eat ram's horn snails.
They don't. I get the ram's horns for this Madagascar. So these all the goodies? Yeah, that's the one, my original one. So yeah.
Okay, so it's late and the lights are off, obviously. What I've done is I've got the new baby Goodieds into this bucket over here, and I'll spend tonight in here and I'll work out where I'm going to put them into the fish. I'm not going to let them join with the other colony because most of these guys will probably go to Tony, and that way I'm going to separate the colonies between myself, Matt Duffy, and Tony, who I can't wait to get back and film his room. Tone, come on, tell me when I can come and go over there, brother. So what I want to do is separate those colonies, and then once that's done, then at least I've secured that bloodline. Now these guys have settled in just beautifully. I'll give you a quick look at the tank now. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I've thoroughly enjoyed filming it. I'm so happy with the fish. I love the tank. It's Zig's favorite, isn't it, Zig? Yep, it is. So we're going to go, and I'm actually cooking dinner now, so I've got to get going. But as always, I appreciate you hanging out with me so much. I thoroughly enjoy the whole experience, and I'm really grateful. So thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Yeah, I know, Black Boy. I know. Yeah. I can't do it both. Hmm? G'day, everyone. Welcome back to the animal room. Black had to get in the shot. And Zig, he's just learning to put up with it because one of the negotiations that we got to was that he gets a sidekick. So that's now Black Boy. All right, welcome back to the fish room. I'm super stoked. G'day. So that tank down there is the tank was. I know, Black. I'll get it. It won't take me too long. Here. Hmm? Yeah. Look at the camera. You love the camera, don't you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you're not happy. This tank down here has got... I'm going to show you some... so let's go and...